I bought a Dauphin helicopter. And I didn't just buy one Dauphin helicopter, I bought 2 Dauphin helicopters. This helicopter is still equipped as an air ambulance. And we're going to take both helicopters and shuttle them down to Lexington, Kentucky to see our friend Joe at Thoroughbred Aviation, because he's gonna be the one that makes these things look sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Dauphin number 1 is done and headed back to Salt Lake City, and we're gonna show you how this all came together and what happens next. Buckle up, put your 5-point harness on, and let's go flying. We love this place, you guys already know. Every time we come to Thoroughbred, usually means good things. You guys got a full house.
Yeah, you do.
So we got Tyler Audie, this is Joe's son. Joe's on vacation this week, so Tyler is holding down the fort here, and he's going to show us the helicopter, right?
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Dauphin.
So it's even bigger than I remember.
So basically, you guys remember this helicopter was air ambulance. It has been for a long time. In fact, this thing, from what I understand, is pretty legendary. It's got quite the reputation in the air med world. Saved a lot of lives, I think. So since it was no longer being used for that, we figured it's perfect to become a private ship. So when becoming a private helicopter, we needed seats, right? And we got seats. Believe it or not, finding seats for these things was actually really kind of tricky, because most of these helicopters are designed to be air ambulances. And we got a Black Hawk pulling up right now, so it's gonna be really loud. It's a Black Hawk, so I'll let him, I'll allow it. But ended up finding these seats. These are kind of the high capacity seating configuration. Some of these Dauphins, which my other one, I may still do this, have like a really nice club seating, like a 6-passenger VIP seating. This one right now has capacity for 7 seats in the back, plus 2 in the front, so 9, plus another seat that could possibly go in the middle that we're not gonna put in for now. Right now, the way we've got it set up, we've got room for everybody, but we also have a lot of leg room. Like, look at this. Look how much freaking leg room is back here.
All right, guys, so listen, you know that these long cross-country flights can be brutal sometimes, especially in the middle of summer, and it also takes a toll on my wallet, because jet fuel is not cheap, which is why we have sponsors for our videos, and we're very grateful for these sponsors. The sponsor of today's video, who's helping us with the jet fuel, is AG1. You guys already know AG1 is our go-to. In fact, it's one of the longest standing and best partners of our channel. They help us get so much stuff done, and more importantly, they help our bodies get stuff done. You see, AG1 is a daily foundational nutritional drink. It's got 75 different ingredients of vitamins, minerals, whole foods, probiotics, prebiotics, literally all the stuff that our bodies need and crave that we're not getting in our diets. And, you know, not getting that stuff makes you feel slow and lethargic and low energy. So when I drink it every day, I've noticed that I have better focus, better mood, better energy, better gut health, and just, you know, overall well-being. So with that said, stand by while we mix.
You know what I really like about AG1?
What's that?
How simple it is. We're flying, and I can mix up a drink.
It's true, because they have the container, and then they also have travel packs. Everybody that I know, including a lot of you viewers that have tried it, have absolutely loved it, and that's the reason why I'm going to have some right meow.
Here you go, sir.
All right, you got the controls?
I have the controls.
You have the controls. So listen, guys, I want to thank AG1 for sponsoring the channel, sponsoring these videos, helping us do cool stuff for you, helping our bodies feel good, helping your bodies feel good. So good when it touches your
lips. It really is.
Yeah.
It is so good when it hits your lips.
And AG1 wants to hook you guys up. Any of you who place an order right now, on your first order, you're going to get a 1-year supply of vitamin D absolutely free, plus 5 travel packs. It's a win-win for everybody, and at the end of the day, all of us feel better. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, this is foundational nutrition. So get yours now. Click the link in the description below. And we'll see you in the blue skies?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, see you. Let's go sail it for, I don't know. I'll keep working on that outro, and sooner or later I'll have something real piloty to say.
Yeah. This
Put a love sack right there?
yeah, it needs to be like a, we're gonna want to get some bean bags or something. It's not designed to be super comfortable with the way we got set up right now, but it's great for giving rides and stuff like that. We've got the private interior in here, so it's got like AC.
Extended cab?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know it was extended cab.
Got the extended cab here.
Nice.
So tons and tons of room back here. And like I said, we do have another row of seats that fits right here, which makes it really tight, but only if you're, you know, going high density configuration. Right now, the way it's set up, it's light, it's got tons of room, should have plenty of power for the amount of people that we're putting in here. And as you know, Gator Step is something that I've started to put in all my helicopters because it totally changes everything. It helps with soundproofing, gives it a nice, like, durable finish, and it just looks unreal. So these seats right here I'm pretty excited about because in sitting right here, you get a view of everything. Like, you get the same view that the pilot gets, which is awesome. This is, and the legroom is actually way better than I was expecting. I have not seen this helicopter at all yet. This is, you know, ever since we dropped it off here back in, what, March? I didn't know what was going on. So some of the stuff that we did, which I'll fill you guys in on, all new Bose Bluetooth headsets, all new wiring. We used what's called a LEMO plug, which I'm super excited about because the LEMO plug is a powered aircraft plug. So basically what that means is this right here plugs into the helicopter, and the helicopter provides power to the headset, so you don't have to constantly swap out batteries, which is something that we always have to do with the Bose headsets. Super comfortable there. Huge doors, huge access doors, as you've seen. Another cool thing about this helicopter is it has drop-down steps. I've not even sat in this helicopter yet since I flew the other one down last time.
It's your first time?
First time. Oh baby. So some of the differences between this helicopter and the other one that I flew down last time is, the one I flew down last time is called a 365 N2. So it's a newer version than this. This is the N model, 365N. From what I understand, this is the last flying N model in the United States. Everybody's retired them for newer models just because new avionics and different things like that. So picture a classic car, right? Like a 70s Cadillac. That's this right here, 100%. Just an absolute Cadillac DeVille. But it has a lot of the new features that a lot of the newer helicopters have. We put a Garmin 750 in here, so it's got a nice big screen there. Some of the modern touches. One thing that this helicopter does not have is autopilot. My other helicopter, the other one that we flew down last time, has a full autopilot system. This one does not. So this is a man's helicopter, you gotta fly it. And like I said, I only have a couple of hours of flight time in these things from basically when we picked them up in Ohio and flew down here. So now that we're gonna be taking it from here and flying it back to Utah, we're gonna get real familiar with it and get some serious flight time. Comfortable?
Very.
Feels good, right? This feels like this has more room than the one we looked at in the UK, right?
Put on a couple pounds, I feel like.
Don't do that. We know that if you tell your body you can put on a couple of pounds, you're gonna put on another Dave. Biggest difference between this helicopter and anything I'm used to flying is it's got retractable gear. Never owned a helicopter with retractable landing gear before, so that's going to be one thing you're constantly remembering and thinking about, because if you land with the gear up, that's a bad day for everybody.
Blackhawk's retractable, isn't it?
Nope. Blackhawk is fixed gear.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned something today.
She doesn't go up. Man. It looks cool because Joe went through and he dyed all the plastic and repainted things, and it just kind of spruced everything up so it looks significantly newer than it did before. And obviously
Fresh.
it looks very VIP now rather than what it looked before, which was very, you know, air ambulance. Tons of visibility right here, which I'm super excited about now.
We have your extra battery here, fully charged.
Okay.
If you want to take it with you, probably should.
Yeah.
The Dauphin has more space than I think I've seen in any helicopter other than the Blackhawk. You saw the front seats. And then you have as much storage room as you could ever possibly want. I mean, look in there. You can put 6 packs of soda in there, candy bars in the freezer.
basically the pilot operating handbook. This is pretty much the owner's manual. It's the flight manual that gives you kind of all of the systems rundown, the procedures, the checklists. Everything in here is pretty damn important. It tells you exactly what you can and can't do and in what order you should do things. Like even the startup procedure, it tells you do this, do this, do this, do this, do it in this order, do it this time. If this isn't doing this, then don't do that. Like it's very, very specific. And you gotta pretty much memorize this thing. Certain things I'm trying to figure out are exact fuel burn, fuel capacity, which is gonna help us with our route planning. Because right now I'm on ForeFlight trying to figure out what's the best route to take home. We got some weather in the Midwest over Missouri, so, you know, Missouri's basically straight on our way home. We have to fly straight through a giant storm, which we're not gonna do. So we're gonna go around, probably south of the storm. And in doing that, we have to know how much fuel, how much planning and stuff we have to be able to get around that so that we don't get stuck in the middle of nowhere with no fuel. I'm gonna go do a test flight around the pattern, a couple laps, make sure everything's good, bring it back in here. We're gonna do a leak check, make sure all the leaks, or there's no leaks, all the systems are okay. And then we'll be able to start heading west. That's it, guys. One of the coolest helicopters in the world. It's just so smooth and so nimble and so capable, and she's ready to rock and roll. Everything looks good, right?
Yep, thank you.
Perfect.
Yep, no problem. Thank you. Gave your guy
just
the
doing
keys,
one last once
back.
over on the systems and everything like that, but man, I forgot how much I love these things. I've not flown this one yet. I flew the other one, but the controls were much more firm on the other one that I flew. This one is very loose. It's very just wanting to be all over the place. So there's a lot of kind of babysitting you got to do, but once you get used to it, she's a flyer, man. And just wants to go. This thing just wants to go fast. I was pulling very little power and it was just cruising. So remember, this helicopter will cruise anywhere between 150 and 170 knots, which is really fast. That's like as fast, if not a little bit faster than the Black Hawk. So should be able to make some pretty good time, and we're gonna get cruising and see what happens. I'm just ecstatic right now. It's so fun. It felt good, huh? Totally different experience.
Oh, smooth, it's great, roomy. I had a great time.
I want to tell you guys, if you're in the aviation world and you need, you know, airplane or helicopter work done, to come see Thoroughbred, but I also don't want you to, because ever since we've been working with him, he's been getting much, much busier. Lots of you are realizing that this is like the spot, the best place in the country. So I will give him a little bit of love. If you want something done and you want it done right, check out Thoroughbred Aviation. They're the best of the best, and they know pretty much everything, and Joe will literally walk you through everything, like hand in hand. So with that said, time to get back in this girl and fly home. I think our first stop might be Lake of the Ozarks, because I want to check that out.
Nice.
I want to see it before dark.
Not
so
the Kentucky River? What's the Kentucky River?
Party time.
oh boy, it's time to go. Man, I just want to fly this thing. Just want to be in here. It is so freaking, it's crazy. It's a very complex aircraft. I mean, it's got retractable landing gear, twin engines, super fast, big systems. I mean, there's a reason why this is one of the most robust helicopters in the world, and why it's the reason you know, the Coast Guard uses it, because this thing is sweet. Flying is challenging. For me, it's always been a really good challenge, and learning something new in every helicopter that I fly, it's a lot of fun. A lot of systems to learn, a lot of different procedures, a lot of different controls, everything that I got to figure out. And we're gonna have a nice long flight home to figure all that out. But as you can see, I'm quite excited. So I have not figured out the exact flight plan yet. I know which direction we're going, but we're kind of figuring out daylight and different things like that. So the goal right now is to get to the Lake of the Ozarks, and then once we get there, we'll figure out what our next stop is. Lake of the Ozarks looks like it's about, dang, 4 hours away. We're gonna have to stop for fuel once, and we're gonna have to dodge some weather, so could get interesting. We're gonna give it a go, see what happens here. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Hans doing? What is it doing? Why is your car doing that?
I don't know, but it's not right. It's got checking. Huh?
Happy birthday.
It's warmed up. I think there's a high probability this gets us halfway to our hotel. Not quite all the way, but halfway at least.
Put it in the comments below. It's pretty cherry. Hans, actually, we're gonna let Hans choose first. It's his birthday. You guys can have what's left over.
As I was saying before Hans rolled up in the hot rod, we're in Ray, Colorado. Rocky Mountains are right there, and it is really stormy tonight. There's thunder and lightning and all sorts of stuff happening just in the distance. So it would be dumb to try to cross the Rocky Mountains on a perfectly clear night, let alone on a stormy night. So we're parking it for the night. Very happy with the helicopter so far. Flew great all the way here, cruising at about 160, 170 knots averaging. It has been very hot. Like I said, the AC is not working very well for some reason. We got to check that out. But overall, I'm thrilled with it. I'm really excited to get mine. Because remember, as I've said like 9 times in this video, that's not the one I'm keeping forever. So now we gotta go find a hotel. I think there's one hotel in town, and we're gonna go find it.
Now we're overheating in the car. We gotta get going. Starting to steam a little bit.
The grass one. After you, good sir.
Peroni? I asked if there's any food until he laughed at me. What's your name?
Summer.
Huh?
Summer.
Salmon.
Oh man, the Mexican food's closed.
So that's alright, he's completely content with the Slurpee. Huh? What? Oh. Well, you needing a Slurpee lid, or you just want this lid that fits it?
You are real sassy just because it's your birthday. Say something mean about Hans.
No! Don't say anything mean. It's already in the comments. They're already pissed off about something. I've literally sampled them all except for the liquid ones. And I don't know how you're supposed to pay for that. I don't know if you just sample and then you just tell me you just fill this for you. My throat right now is frozen.
Way too sour.
All right, hey, good news. Ray, Colorado is popping off tonight. 7-Eleven's open. Our boy Samo baked us up a couple of hot and readies, and we got a pretty good selection of snacks here. Now we just hope that the old Cobblestone Inn has room for a few weary travelers.
This is how Kings do it. It is.
Happy birthday, Hans.
Jalapeno box bottom's about to fall out.
What an amazing night. Great experience.
Beeper. Good morning from Ray, Colorado. Beautiful gray Ray is what they call her in some circles. Where radar says that the Rocky Mountains are fairly clear. Once we start climbing above this haze and it starts burning off, hopefully it gets a little bit more clear. So we're getting topped off, cleaning everything up, washing windshields and stuff like that, and we'll be in the air.
tongue weight, but
And just like that, we are home. Dauphin is tucked in, nice, safe and sound with Mr. Blackhawk, and we still got some room to spare. I ended up having to grab another hangar because my Epic airplane and a bunch of other projects we have working on, we needed a place to put them, so those are in a different spot, but we still have room for razors and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, this helicopter will be around for a few months while I'm waiting for mine to get off lease. It's making pretty good money right now on lease, and then it'll go to Joe's, get all the same work done, all the medical interior torn out, new seats, new paint, bunch of new, upgrades and stuff like that, and then I will swap this one over to Cole. I'll bring my new one home and we'll make that same trip again. I doubt it's going to be done probably until the end of the year by the time it gets off lease and Joe gets all the work done to it. One cool thing about this is this helicopter, we were able to remove about 500 pounds from it with the different medical equipment, so it's much lighter now. Same thing we did with the Blackhawk. The more you can lighten up a helicopter, the more power you have to use, the faster it is, the better it handles. So pretty excited about that, and you guys are definitely going to be seeing this thing in a lot of content soon, because I'll fly this more regularly than the Blackhawk just because it's smaller, it's single pilot, more cost effective, and it has really high performance. So pretty stoked on it. So with that said, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight, and we'll see you on the next one.